Hey guys, today we're going to try and find a fire alarm ground fault at one of our schools. We're going to start by pulling different circuits to see if we can find when it goes away. So, those are your NACs down that side. You got...
Yeah, we pull one off at a time, see if it clears up.
Yeah, well they've pulled 3 NACs out of it. Non-resettable power. That's for their enunciator, I think. And then that should be their SOC out of there, I guess. So why don't I start by pulling NAC 1. But did the ground fault go away? You can tell if it's gone or not by the left of the keypad. There's a little yellow light that's illuminated when you have a ground fault. The ground fault's still there. You can scroll through it by hitting acknowledge. So then we'll pull NAC 2, I guess. Oh, then why they gotta be so tight? Ground fault's still there. So then we've only got one more NAC. So we still have ground fault and fill circuit open. Yeah, because that's powered too, I guess.
To be up there doing that, so maybe head down here.
Well, I think someone could stay at that enunciator too.
Try it there. Do we know what each one is?
No, that's the thing, nothing's labeled.
Put batteries on first.
What's that?
Should I put batteries on first?
No, you're supposed to go by AC first, I think. Should I go back on?
Yeah. What's this guy?
Oh, I didn't even see that. No. I apologize for me making this kind of hard to follow. My goal was finding the fire alarm ground fault, not making a video of it. That was just something I was trying to do at the same time. It can be difficult. I need to almost hire somebody just to follow me around, record everything. But basically, we're just pulling all the output circuits. And I'll say now, even though you haven't seen it yet, it was a NAC circuit. We just weren't being patient enough for wait for it to clear. We ended up unplugging every single circuit in the panel, being, this isn't going away, plugged everything back in. That's why we thought we'd give it a power cycle there, just because sometimes in the past that has cleared it. But no, it came back. So eventually it just meant that we had to just wait a little longer, and we found that it was a NAC that was causing a ground fault. You want to pull it?
Oh, it says power.
Or maybe that's the power that's going to that card.
I think so.
Other one might be for that door holder. Ground fault's still there.
Ground fault's still there.
Is it? Yeah. So that's power and SLC. So that card upstairs should be completely down. 3 NACs, enunciator, and whatever that power is for. This was lucky that our first device we looked at was actually the problem. So we had reason to suspect this device as this portable. We've been having issues with the furnace in here. Basically, we had the furnace not come on, because usually every morning for about a few weeks until we got the furnace replaced now, but for a few weeks we had to come short the terminals going to the thermostat to be able to jump the thing on every morning, which was a big pain. But over a weekend it didn't get done, and the temperature dropped in here to the negative numbers, blew up the sprinkler pipes. This whole portable had water spraying all over the place, so we had reason to suspect problems in this portable. So we thought we'd open up this bell just to start with, since we know it's the NAC circuit and after it's the end of line plate. So we've taken down one of our 439D bells and we've gone through, and I acknowledge the trouble, but we don't have a ground fault and our ground fault light is off. That was the end of the line bell, the only device after it's the EOL, so this is looking promising. Now, as soon as I took this bell off, our ground fault disappeared. So I took the bell off, went back to the panel, checked it, ground fault's gone, got out the meter, metered, all the out went to that little terminal block coming off the bell on the disconnected from the system side, metered it to the actual metal body of the bell, and I had nothing going to ground on either positive or ground, nothing going to ground on the part of the bell still wired into the system. So then I unwired that, checked the wires going down to the EOL to ground. Again, had nothing, so we were pretty safe to assume it was just a wire or a moret that was somehow making contact with something grounded.
Clear?
It's clear.
Boy, we're good, aren't we?
Well, ground fault has been found. System is happy again. That is the main thing here. Now, I apologize. This was a terribly put together video. I took far less footage than I should have, and I just had to do what I could with it. So I made it work as best I can. This wasn't supposed to be educational, just showing us playing around with the ground fault. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave those down in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching.